Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today let's talk about gains, baby. Oh yeah, we are going to talk about upper body gains. So in today's video I have a really cool exercise to show you. A couple of months ago I actually started training at a calisthenic gym because I wanted to learn how to do proper pull-ups and chin-ups. Now I was able to do some chin-ups when I first started, but they weren't really good and I was only able to do like maybe 2. So my goal when I started there was to like really increase my upper body strength, and when I started at this gym, it really changed my life. I actually love when I learn from other trainers different techniques that can help me, and I can pass it on to you guys, and I can also pass it on to my classes to help them in making their gains. So I also noticed that these exercises even help me with my push-ups. So I was definitely able to do push-ups before. My form in my push-ups has gotten a lot better, and it's all thanks to these simple little exercises that really take only a few minutes, if not even minutes, out of your day. And I guarantee if you do these, you are definitely gonna see some results. It's going to improve your push-ups, it's going to improve your pull-ups, your chin-ups, and if you haven't ever done any of these before, you will be on your way to do it. So check out this video, and I'm also going to link below the gym that I go to. So their name is Project Rise. They also have a YouTube channel. So I'll post that in my descriptions below. And again, as always, enjoy guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao, ciao.
Okay, so the first exercise you're going to see here is basically I'm just warming up my wrists. Okay, so I'm kind of putting the top of my hand on the mat and then lifting up onto my knuckles. This will make a lot more sense in a future video when I actually show you the pull-up, but for now just practice this. This is really important, especially if you are doing a lot of typing and you're hyperextending your wrist. This is a really great one to kind of give all those little muscles in your wrist a nice stretch. I'm just going to demonstrate here. These are some things I commonly see people doing. You want to make sure you're taking it all the way down. You're not keeping your fingers together for this. The next one is scap retractions, and this one was a real big game changer for me, and it looks super easy, but it takes your mind a little bit of time to kind of get used to that mind and body coordination with this. So notice I've kind of made my hands into like a pull, like a row, and that's the easiest way I think to kind of figure out how to do this. I'm just basically keeping my shoulders down and then I'm retracting them back like I'm trying to squeeze a pencil in the center of my back. My elbows are staying straight for this. That's a really important part of it. Now I'm basically doing the same thing, but this time from the top and pulling down. It's the same, just kind of wiring your mind and body to work in this way. And this is a great one also if you do yoga. It really helps in strengthening your back muscles and your arm muscles to get into proper positioning and poses. Next, we're going to add in, and this is kind of going to get you a little bit closer to your push-up here. So I'm doing the same exact movement, but now my hands are on the mat. So it kind of, again, feels a little bit weird at first, but it really helps with later on when you're actually bending those elbows and getting into that push-up. So that's the top part of the push-up, and that would be when you're coming down, that retraction. Okay, so here's what it looks like in a push-up. And again, I'll just go through a couple of basic push-up movements in case you guys haven't seen my last video. This is, again, notice how my back and my shoulders and everything is aligned. My core is also engaged here, but you can see basically what I'm doing. Here is just a variation if you're a beginner for push-ups. Start off with a box push-up, get used to this motion first before you start adding on the next level. So again, my abs are still tight. Second version here, notice my body. So again, I'm almost like in a plank position on my knees, and you saw that drop. That's basically to help me figure out where my hands should be. 90% of the time when you land like that, that's where your hands should be. Notice key point here, I don't cross my legs. My legs are a little bit wide here, but they don't have to be that wide, but you don't want to cross your legs. Now here's an option. I'm falling and then rolling myself up into a cobra. That's just one once you get that motion, you want to make sure that you're taking it down all the way. And then here I'm taking off my hands to make sure I'm getting my chest all the way down. Once you've mastered those, you can add in a half, kind of like a plank movement here. So notice I'm just aligning myself into that plank position. And again, I'm taking it down and I'm basically doing the same kind of push-up here. Remember, whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So make sure however many reps you do on one leg, you're going to switch over and do it on the other leg as well. And then we have our full. So again, starting off with your full, you're just doing those negatives, letting yourself fall. Notice my head is looking forward as well. And then you can also just kind of roll yourself up, or you can do those hands coming off the mat. But as I'm pushing up, notice I'm really holding the whole core nice and tight, and then you're eventually able to do the full push-up. Here's just some things that I see typically in my class that people do, and which prevents them from reaching their push-up goals is their elbows are really wide, their shoulders and elbows aren't aligned, their wrists are turned in, their hands are turned in. They're not getting that full range of motion. So remember, take it down, let yourself fall, do those negatives, and then eventually your body will get stronger. Now notice me here, how I'm gonna adjust my shoulders in a second. See that? The difference? So my shoulders are kind of, I always say, like almost like they're relaxed as I'm coming down. You wanna make sure you're not really pulling those elbows up. Now here is another option, just kind of if you feel like the box push-up might be a little bit too easy. Chest to your marking point there, and then again, the same concept. Look at the core, it's staying engaged. This is stuff that you want to avoid again, so sticking out your bum too much, shoulders not aligned, or really kind of arching your lower back. All of these little motions you want to avoid. Keep in mind, again, your body is very, very smart and it doesn't like to feel uncomfortable. You need to get a little bit uncomfortable to get changes. And keep in mind, you want to be feeling muscles talking to you, not screaming at you. So if you're doing an exercise and all of a sudden you stop feeling it, your body's probably changed something to make it easier for you. So I always recommend, if you have an option of a mirror, try to do this in front of a mirror, or even videotape yourself like I'm doing here and check your form. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you have any more questions or comments, let me know. And like I said, I'm going to show the rest of those scapular retractions and how they translate to a pull-up in a future video. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.